we have to,
Cut it.
not cut it, but, so this
Like,
is,
get out.
how long did you
Get
live in
out.
Union?
I lived in Union for
16 years.
16 years.
Now, during the 16 years, you built more friendships.
No, not really.
I mean,
Yeah.
you had the friends from Newark,
Yeah, we also, a
And-
lot of my friends moved to Union.
and a lot of friends. Now, did you start to go, did you ever summer anywhere?
Yes,
Where did you go in the summers?
Mount Freedom.
I have family that had a hotel there.
Which one?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
There was Solstice as you entered. Solstice. And
They had a huge hotel.
the other ones I don't remember. Solstice was a big hotel, nice.
They had a huge hotel.
Yes.
That was the first place my
Yes.
parents worked.
That was after my younger daughter was 4 years old.
So you would go to Mount Freedom every summer?
Well, we really couldn't afford it because she was 4. My husband wasn't making that much money. He worked 4 days with the kosher butcher on a Saturday. He went to work on Mulberry Street, so he made another $25, but couldn't pay $500 for a bungalow.
But,
But my,
no, I'm
my
asking you-
parents, yeah.
no,
Yes.
I'm not asking you
Yeah.
what you couldn't afford.
No, no,
When
no,
did
no.
you go to Mount Freedom?
1955
One
must
year?
have been, because my younger daughter was 4 years old, and she breaking out. Her eyes were red. The doctor said that it's from the heat, from the street. So
Did you only go that 1 year?
no, we went for a few years.
So when did you go to Mount Freedom?
From 1959, no, 1955, actually till 59 summer we did not go, because we had moved, it was the suburb, and we did not go anymore to Mount
So
Freedom
you went to
Yeah.
Mount Freedom
for 4 years,
for 4 years.
in the summer.
Were there survivors at Mount Freedom?
Yes,
Or did you
yes.
go with a group of friends?
No, but we met survivors there.
And did you stay friendly with those people?
Yes, there was one couple, we are still friends today.
Okay. Did you do, after 1959 till today,
Yeah.
did you do anything in the summer on a regular basis?
Yes, I was working.
Did you
Okay.
go anywhere in the summer on a regular basis?
Uh,
To the Catskills, to Florida,
Yes.
to,
No, we went to the Catskills.
okay, my question,
Yes. Where?
where and when? Only.
Okay.
What years did you go to the Catskills?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. 1960. 1966? No. 1967, I think, for the first time.
And how many years did you go?
We went we went for a weekend, then we started.
No,
Okay, how many years?
Years.
That's all. Okay. When did we stop going to the Catskills? For a long time.
10 years?
No, more,
20 years?
probably.
Okay, where did you go?
A few hotels, but the most was Kutcher's.
And did you go with any friends?
Yes,
Same friends?
yes.
Who were the friends?
The ones I mentioned, there were the Drew and Warren.
So the friends from Union.
Well, they lived actually in Springfield, which is adjoining.
So
Union. Yes.
they might have moved, but it's the same
Yeah.
group of people
Yeah.
that you knew from
Yes,
Union.
yes.
Okay. Now, since you have two daughters.
Yes,
So you don't have a bar mitzvah album, you have probably wedding albums.
yes,
If I were to look at your wedding albums.
yes,
And if I were to look at the tables in the wedding albums. Would I see tables of survivors?
yes.
And
And
would I likely see the
people-
tables broken up by the friends who you go to the Catskills with, the friends?
Yeah, but those people were there. Yeah.
In other words, how did the tables at those weddings,
Were made up.
how did you make them up?
Well, like these people that I mentioned, they were sitting at one
So one table, okay, let me guess.
Yes.
Would one table be the table that went with you to
The
Butcher's?
mountains.
Okay.
Yes.
Would another table be the table of people that might have worked at the Butcher's?
Exactly.
And another table might be a table also from Newark?
Of people that
But-
worked and my sister and I had a store of our own.
Now, but they would all be survivors.
Not all that worked.
Now, let's take
That
out the
worked.
store.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, how many tables of survivors am I likely to see?
I can show you the album. I can't tell
If
you.
would we see a lot of tables of survivors?
Yes, there were a lot of survivors
Okay. Would most of your friends
or survivors.
are survivors?
Yes. Yes.
And in the last, in all these years since the Butchers Association, what other associations or
That-
what other types of organizations have you done that relate to survivors or Israel, or are there any?
No, but we went.
Societies? You,
Sus-
I mean, it could be a New Year's Eve event that you go to a dance to.
Yes. Well, we did go to societies. As a matter of fact, to the Lodger Society. We went a lot in Florida. My husband had open heart surgery twice. He couldn't take the winters here. And in 1991, we bought a condo in Florida. And we were going for the winter. And there we met some more people that lived there, and my friends that I mentioned to you already, they had condos in the area. It was in Fort Lauderdale, in Lauderhill, anyway, and we went with them to the larger societies when they made parties. We went on cruises with them. And then we went to a Vilna society, the Vilna, which was very big.
So
Yeah.
you,
In North
Now-
Miami. But I met people, but they weren't my close friend that I saw
no, I understand,
too often.
but
They were all survivors.
now when you meet survivors.
Yes.
What's the first question somebody asks you?
A lot of people ask, how did you survive? Where did you survive? You know.
When you meet a survivor, is that the same question you ask?
No,
What do you ask?
I don't ask where they survived.
Okay, but generally speaking, someone once said to me,
Yeah.
whether we intend to or not,
Yeah.
it's an involuntary
Yeah. That they
question.
They get into.
Where are you from?
Where you're from? Yes. Yes. I'm from Poland.
People say when they meet another survivor,
Yeah.
there's an involuntary series of questions.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. How did you survive? I have an answer. Very short. We were
No,
hit.
that's not what
We
the
were
question
hit.
was. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Where
Poland.
what camp were you in?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
you know.
And what town in Poland?
What town are you from? And no survivor has ever told me that they've asked another survivor, how did they survive? That's usually a question a child in a school asks, but a survivor put it to...
But they volunteer and they tell you.
They tell you. So would you say that's
They
true?
always talk about it.
Yeah,
And they never stop.
so you would say that's true.
It's true. I'm telling you that. It's true. And I don't like to listen to those things. And I never went to the colleges and to high schools to speak about it. Because I feel like my blood pressure's going up. I get goosebumps just to think about it. I didn't want to think about it. But my younger daughter especially was after me. Ma, you have to tell us. You have to write it down. You owe it to your grandchildren. I have 7 great-grandchildren. And she says, you owe it to us. And 2 years ago, I sold our condo after my husband died because I couldn't be there by myself in the winter. I wasn't used to be here in the winter. It's too cold. Still am. So I rented an apartment where my friends are on the same floor, and I didn't have to ship my car. So I rented an apartment, and the lady I rented from had her own, but she knocked on my door and said, Edith, I'm going to sign up and take a class. And what kind of a class? She says, writing your autobiography. I said, I'm coming. And I made it fast, got dressed, and we went. And the first day that we went, and the teacher, the man in charge, gave us a sheet of paper and told us, write down where you were born, your childhood, your teen years, the turn point of your life. And I started to write, and it was coming to me. I couldn't stop. And I didn't get excited. I'm getting excited now talking about it, but I did. I was so glad, and I knew that especially my children are going to be elated. And my grandchildren, they put it on the computer. My younger daughter typed up the notes, she had a booklet made up, and she gave it to my sisters and my sister's grandchildren.
So is that the first time you ever?
The first time 2 years ago that I opened up. But they knew a few things. We were hidden. And the people that kept us were very poor. We had plain potato because they didn't have any more.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
But they saved our life, yes.
Not today, but
yes.
If you'd like.
Yes.
Not, because I don't want to integrate it in this tape.
Yes.
I'll come back and I'll take your interview so you have an oral tape.
Okay.
I'll come back and I'll question you about pre and during war, and that you'll have as a memory. I'd be happy to do that if you want to do it.
I have a notebook. My notebook
Well,
yes, it's fine.
And honestly,
fine.
there's
It's
a
fine.
very big difference,
I
I
know.
think,
Orally.
having it
Yes.
in video.
Yeah.
Then I mean, it's wonderful that you wrote it down. Wonderful.
Yes, I'm very happy. And it was published here in Concordia in the paper.
But if you want,
In the Concordia.
I'll come back and.
Sure.
But we're not finished. Let me tell you
Okay.
what.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is stop at this point
Okay.
and tell you there's another part of this,
Yes.
which is I'm going to stop. I'm going to thank you, but we're not done.
Okay.